Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading for next 4 weeks. We're going to start by pulling some symbols for you now. Then we're going to jump into your coffee cup. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and go ahead, hit subscribe. It's a free way to be here. And you can also hit the bell so you never miss a video. We have some mice actually showing up with a castle here. Mice can be symbolizing also moon. Moon indicates thoughts and creativity coming together. Mice can be a situation or some tricky people that you're dealing with. We have 4 mice and a snake showing up as well. I wonder what's going on here. The castle can be something that you have built for yourself. Now you're inside of that place. And it seems like there's some things outside of you. They're outside of you, away from you, but it seems like you need to maybe face that. And those things are your mountains. We're going to interpret this in 2 ways. Mice can be people who are actually stealing things from you, maybe stealing your peace, that you need to just be in the castle and do not allow them into your space. If there's mice poison necessary, that you need to lay it there. This can also indicate that there might be someone actually trying to take your resources away, use them, or maybe using them up without you recognizing. This can be about a business, this can be about a family, but when it comes to snake too, this can also indicate something sneaky happening, okay? This can be someone, we have a woman here with a snake, can be indicative of someone who is with negative intentions. And I feel like overall, there are people this month, especially you're going to be dealing with people, and it doesn't have to be physically they're affecting you, because you can see they're in their own territory. They're not really coming into your castle, but mentally, maybe they're challenging you. That's why the mountain here is maybe these are people that you allowed their thoughts in your business or their criticism. You took it as valid. You need to start actually recognizing that they're just full of it, okay? They're not speaking the truth for you. You're safe, protected in your own castle. You have a goal right here, and these can be the people standing in between you and your goal, and you need to learn how to take care of them. Another thing here is mice actually is fed to the snake. So instead of maybe you doing God's work, allow them to actually, take care of each other is going to be the key here. Instead of trying to find the plot, what they're doing, you go with your own flow. You see there's also a mountain in front of the castle here. So you don't even have to maybe get out here and just travel. You just need to go in between your castle and your safe space to the mountain is your goal, and let these people take care of each other, okay? Let's dive into your coffee cup now. I wonder, I usually don't like to see negative cards or interpret them. But this time I said, you know what? These are things that you're avoiding or you're trying to make up for them, even though they are not really on your side, and you know that. And this time you need to focus on your side, protect your energy and mind your own business rather than trying to find these people a solution. I see there's a massive chunk of money, especially the 3rd week showing up here. And that's why I feel like you need to mind your own path, and there's going to be dips and highs and lows, but it's not any negative stuff I see here. The only thing is, I see that you are, you can see there's somebody carved in here that you're actually raising your hands up in the air. It can be happening towards the end of the 2nd week. Maybe you're going to find a reason to connect with a divine power. This can be a prayer. This can be opening up communication line with maybe an authority or a highest authority. You're going to ask and you shall receive. So that's why make sure your focus is on the things you want to happen rather than asking the question, why is this always happening to me? Why am I dealing with this kind of people all the time? It seems like there's an upgrade happening, and in this new upgrade, they don't belong in that space. And if you allow them to actually get to each other, find each other, you'll be free of their drama as well. This can even be friends, for example, or family members that you're in between. You're trying to make them come together and make peace. And when you get out of the way, they're going to take care of each other, okay? That's why I said mind your own business, because you have this massive triangle on your back. You're putting something on your back and carrying. I see a symbol here, kind of reminds me of the symbol of actually the Venus, which is your planet. It's the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. It seems like what you're carrying on your back is something really related to you, something really aligns with your goals. Another thing here is you're going to be able to get divine or maybe even synchronistic help from like the divine. Basically, I interpret it as divine, but it doesn't have to be. It can be even about like everything is aligning. You're meeting with the right people, being in the right place in the right time. But it's about carrying the thing, putting it kind of reminds me of like a tent. It can be like camping gear. I mean, if you like to go to camping, or it can be really like a packing up everything that is necessary, needed for you, and heading to the journey. What's necessary for you can be a lot if these are physical stuff, or if this is like mental things you need, it can be that, okay? Mental plans, goals, visions, and purpose, and all that good stuff. You write them down, you specify them. That's going to be the first week's vibe, and you're standing on the extension of this chunk of money. So this is a very good money idea. So when you get to going there, you're going to end up be like on a victory trip here. Okay, I even see a cockadoodle here on top of the money, so it can be something, maybe something to be proud of, something to show off, something to that gives you a lot of power as well. Another thing I see, again, within the first week, a pathway is opening outside, but it's not connected, as you can see, with your bag that you're carrying here. There's someone reaching. You can see their hands reaching out to you. This can be someone maybe you haven't seen for a while. I feel masculine energy. Maybe someone with like a little balding atop of the head. Can be someone who has like wearing a corset type of a thing. So I'm gonna say maybe someone who has like a back pain or maybe a back issue. It can be a spine issue. The spine can be representing this person is spineless, maybe. They're reaching out. What happens is, this is exactly I see here. You're in the castle, you have a goal to the mountain you want to get to, and then the mice and the snake and all that stuff, they're just gonna start to get to the surface. Okay, so they're not reaching to you, they're not touching you. If you don't allow it, they're not going to be able to come to you. I see here there's a penguin attached to this person. This can be someone who loves penguins, by the way. Another thing here, penguins mate for life. I'm gonna say this might be someone that you actually had something in the past and they're still yearning for it, they're still wanting it, and they're still trying to form this connection. Okay, can be a friend. Another thing I'd like to mention, this can be because Libra, you're extremely skillful, communicative skills are high. When it comes to Libras, creativity is amazing. So this can be someone who maybe even worked together and couldn't really recover, couldn't find someone to replace you, even if you're retired. That's why I feel like they have some sort of a loyalty to you, but their loyalty is a little warped. Okay, they're not really like, that's the last thing on the bottom. They're like they're not it's not their priority to be loyal to you, but it's right there too. Another thing I see here within the second week, I see there's a crowd appearing, and inside of the crowd I see a person here, the head, forehead, nose, mouth, and the chin. The chin is like very skinny and long, kind of reminds me of an old man's face. And this is like, they're shaped like a rock. This person might be someone who is like really hard on their heart. They're like, behind their head there's a flower bouquet trying to form here. But the thing is, so they want to be gentle, they want to be loving, but this can be someone, they're like really hard on their heart, and they might not have the ability to show it, okay? But the thing is, this person within the second week might really do a great gesture to you. And they have here a German Shepherd, I see. I don't know if you can see the mouth and the ears of the German Shepherd. And the Shepherd has 3 wands next to them. Three of Wands can symbolize there's a new adventure you're going to be heading off to, but the best part of it is this adventure is something that you are prepared for. Preparation doesn't mean that you have packed your bag and get ready to go. It can be also mental travel, or maybe like stepping into something that you always wanted to do. Another thing here is preparation is like you're mentally ready. You've been waiting for it. You're expecting it. You are trusting this is working. It can be even think of it like if this is something that you go on a trip, but before you go, you renew the insurance on your car and get it checked out. It's kind of like you have been already like planning up this thing. Okay, this person can be coming to you with a flower bouquet. That can be also like maybe a material support that they're gonna give you with your journey, and that's gonna be like a divine signal to you. Okay, I am on the right pathway. The dog is like your loyalty to this adventure. And then Three of Wands comes after Two of Wands, meaning you have already planned and you are already like prepared for this. Okay, so the preparation can be, I'm gonna say the simplest thing, guys. Maybe you speak an extra language and you always wanted to live in that country of that language. Okay, you learned something Italian, for example, when you're in high school. You always wanted to go there and you have been priming your mind. This is an example. It can be anything, by the way, to move to that country, just have a summer there, have some fun there, find a job there. And then somebody texts you and tells you, okay, can you just come over here, or we have a place for you, can you do this for us? We need a translator, for example, whatever it is. It seems like the door is going to open, and because you mentally are already prepared, it's going to be a very smooth transition. Okay, as the second week is the showing up the timeline. It can be the time of moving, okay, but it can also be the time of getting clarity about, okay, this is happening. Another thing I see here, the third week we're going towards, there's a clarity coming. You're standing here. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know about that. I've been a fashion designer in the past, and I did a lot of research with the fashion. This kind of reminds me of the Christian Dior new look era. I think it's the 60s, I remember. I'm not sure. That there was this fluffy skirt, round skirt, and this white jacket and the hat. There's something called new look. It's actually initially offered by Dior. And I see kind of like a person here. So when you go through this bright enlightenment time within the third week, you might actually want to bring a new look to yourself. I know I give the example of, especially, I also design men's clothing, by the way. I'm not going to say I was only designing women's. Particularly, I started with designing men's clothing. But the thing is, during my research, those things were like really turning points of some like a fashion in the last century especially, and that's why it just caught my eye here. So you might want to also start building up a new look for yourself for this new decision, okay, or maybe new a place that you want to go, or this like clarity can be also something coming to you about who you want to be. Okay, I'm not saying you don't know who you want to be, but we can always upgrade, always add on to the things that we have. And I see this is kind of something happening here. That's why you're distancing yourself from these old drama, all these dramatic people. And I see that you are actually like, you can see the skirt kind of looks like a little like a mermaid skirt, but that's not what I'm talking about. But it's kind of reminded me of that, so I'm going to throw it there. I see here there's a chunk of money within the fourth week, and I told you there's a rooster here. This kind of looks like there's somebody actually like receiving something from you, kind of like a Six of Pentacles vibe I'm getting. If you don't know the tarot, and that picture we see a merchant who has a scale in his hand, which Libra is a representation, your symbol is scales, and he is giving to poor people who are in need. So it's actually like if you're in the position of giving, it seems like it's going to come back around in a massive scale. Another thing here, if you're in the position of receiving, this can be your desires and wishes magically being fulfilled by the things are available to you. But in this sense, I feel like because you're going to be the bigger person here, this is like a small test of your ability to be the authority of the massive amounts. So it can be like help. The help can be an advice, guys. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I don't have anything to give. You might have life experience. You might have a smiling, like your mouth can smile. It can give a good compliment. Okay, it can, whatever it is available to you. When I say give, it doesn't mean that you have so little. Give from that so little, so you feel even smaller. That's not what I mean, because you should be always giving the things that you have plenty of, which we have plenty of words. I feel like compliments that we can give it to ourselves and to others as well. Let's dive into your saucer now. And then I see here, I told you that the rooster, you're becoming the rooster, you're getting some massive thing here, and you're going to be the authority right there. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see someone here hidden in the shadows wearing a cloak. The third week time, someone might be coming in when you're having like the style change. This can be a person that is maybe helping you. Your desire has some time, guys, but it's not like a forever timeline. It is going to be in like 1, 2, 3 stages. So it might be in like 3 different sections, or 3 different times it's coming, or splitting into 3 different pieces. And I see here there's someone hidden. This can be someone like you don't really have an eye contact right now, or mind contact right now, but they're gonna show up within the third week. I feel like they might be even someone who inspires you with the style change. Style can be also attitude. I saw a small person here. His face was the shape of a shark, but then he turned into a baby chicken here. So I feel like this can be someone who wants to help you. Maybe you see them as a shark, but the thing is, they might have really positive intentions when it comes to you. Another thing I see here, the massive, I told you that you're actually being the big, massive rooster here. This kind of looks like a big fish too. So you're going to be the big fish in the small pond basically here. But this is like you see there's like a line cutting the past from the future. So you are changing, okay? And there's somebody here. I told you somebody may be coming back from a road here, and they're going to find a way, try to be in your energy, but it seems like you are detaching. You see, they cannot really get anything from you. Somebody's going to ask something from you. I see a lion here, a Leo. Leo, because it's like the faces towards the other person, I'm going to say maybe there's a tears of joy actually fall here too. Maybe it's your ability to say to no to this person is also your upgrade here. Leo is on your side, so it's your strength, your power. You're gonna find the power to say no, you're not welcomed here. Okay, let's pull some cards now with tarot. I'm gonna get some help from the guidance book because they are not named in the original tarot way. Okay, we're going to use this spirit animal tarot, and let's see which ones wants to show up. We have already the rat and the snake showing up here, mice and the snake. And this can be the ones that you should be careful about. Let's see what else we have here. Vulture, 10 of feathers. This is 10 of swords, guys. There's a time coming to an end here. 10 of swords is maybe a dramatic ending. Maybe because you're just going to tell no to these people. They're just going to make a scene. That's why they're aligning with the mice here. They might be overly dramatic. And you might be overly dramatic as well, because this is a new future you're stepping into. And in that new future, these people don't have any place, okay? But the thing is, you might feel really sad about it, because this is something that you have been carrying in your life. Okay, this can be a relationship that you have been trying to nurture all your life, but it's not serving you. It's just maybe manipulating you into something who you're not. Okay, and this is all about authenticity. This is all about you being strong as a mountain here and protecting yourself first. Okay, what else we have? Yes, Ace of Shells. This is the water sign, Nautilus. It's Ace of Cups. It's a new beginning, and maybe a new romantic beginning coming for some of you, a new relationship, or this can be even romanticizing your life. But I feel like here, when you say no to who doesn't serve you anymore, or who hurts you, who uses you, you're going to start getting things that are going to be equal exchange. That's the most important part of the Two of Cups energy as well. After the Ace of Cups comes the Two of Cups, which is equal exchange of affection, love, acceptance. If there is abundance or prosperity involved, sharing with the gains together as well, and like giving something in return. It's not only like one side is benefiting from this. Okay, let's see what we have here. Heart Awakener. This is 6. Number 6 is Lovers. I that's how I remember it. Number 6 is Lovers, and it seems like, yes, we are on to something. The Lovers, exactly. Relationship, recognition, blessings, union, and joy. So something is coming in for some of you. I'm loving this reading already because you're leaving some things that hurt you behind, and a new love offer coming, which is aligning perfectly with you as well. There's going to be a healing here too, because this here, Lovers, is not only the energy of love and soulmate, it is also healing. Okay, healing, partnership, a balance and trust, and there's gonna be equal exchange also happening. I feel like there's an equal exchange here too. And the best part of the honeybee here, it's sweet. It is sweet. You're actually creating something really sweet with this person. Also, I heard recently, I was listening to this documentary about bees. Some type of bee honeys can actually be like a medicine to human body and can heal it. And so you might go see some healings with this full love coming into your life. We have here, yes, Libra, this is you, and this is going to actually help you reset and the full energy and just see the new beginning, basically. Okay, you're leaving the snake behind, the mice behind. You're letting the vulture clean up the things, the remnants of the past, because that's what the vultures do. They're cleaners of the earth, and that's exactly what you're gonna do. If we can divide it to the weeks, you might be even actually dealing with the situation week by week. Okay, you might be dealing with the castle and this ending of deciding to support the ending, go inside of your castle, and the mice might show up, but if you ignore them, you're gonna start some beautiful new relationship, first with yourself and then with a soulmate. And even the snake comes in, you're not gonna mind them. You're gonna take on the new challenge. You're gonna go on a new adventure. You're going to take a leap of faith off the cliff right here, and you're going to leave the past completely behind, which overall looking beautiful, I think. Let's see what else we have here, because this is so meaningful. I know this is a little ambiguous, maybe it's not specified, but I see love here. I see commitment here. It can be whatever is in your mind that you desire as love and commitment. It can be a new job, financial security. It can be relationship, okay? What else we have here? Yang energy. This is fire, guys. So some of you are really like firing that action power up very quickly. Yang is taking action. So I feel like you're not going to dwell on the endings too much. You're just going to jump right into the new adventure. Clean it up. So this will help you clean up. Oh, wow. 21. 21 days is a timeline actually reported, I think, by people who works with the mind, that we can really prime our minds with the same thought. If you keep thinking the same thought for 21 days, it can become a habit, or you can give up on a habit or let go of a habit in that 21 days. So it seems like your cleaning up is about cleaning up it doesn't serve you anymore, and let those go and prime something new into your mind. We have a change in the wind, 12. Yeah, okay. So yes, when you start cleaning it up, taking action to clean it up, and set new goals for yourself about relationships, about love, money, structure, it seems like the wind is going to start changing in the best possible way. But decision making and resilience is going to be the key for this timeline. We have the fates here. You can see the fairy of the fates. So it's not like you're going to be all alone in the journey and trying to make things happen. Basically, there's going to be something's working on the background. Okay, some energies are going to be fairies, angels, your guides, your higher self. is already building some things in the background for you, okay? And you're aligning and working together with them. Let's see the house card. Which one wants to come? 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Okay, I don't know which the 12th house does. Let's look at it. So this can be an area that you're actually dealing right now, which can be an overwhelming. Let's see. Okay, it may be love, compassion, spiritual transcendence, or other outside forces that put you in a weakened place, but certainly you may not be in a powerful position. Traditionally, this area of life is known for removing your will because something much bigger and more forceful takes over. So basically, this is aligning with that too. It's some things are coming forward that is going to 12th house, number 12 again. Changing. This is synchronicity, guys. These are all synchronicity, letting you know that some things are changing and they're changing for the better, but they're gonna have you're gonna have your part to play in there, but then there's gonna be a part that divine power is gonna take charge too. Okay, let's see your final message, what we need to know. This can be a keyword for you. Allow, may you soften into what is. So after you have done what's necessary, like the honeybees here collecting the honey, do what you need to do. You need to let the other things actually fall out away, new things to come in. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.